An error occurred.
We're live now. Hey, we're back.
Okay,
we're back.
Yes.
Take two.
Take two. Know the score with Decker and Dix.
That's cute. I remember when I had my first beer.
But do you? That's the funny.
I do actually.
Dude,
I think I do.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning.
Yes.
No more with
Welcome
Decker.
back.
Well, we're really not welcome back because, well, I guess some people were live, maybe.
Yeah. Your prediction is really paying off in the upper left corner. I don't know.
Why?
You said you were going to have 100 people on here. How many we got right now?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Florida Gators 2025 national champs.
That's lower left. But
that's what I was wondering. I'm like, all right, well, maybe Chad's, maybe we're like.
It's been a Monday already, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I went to one of the gas stations, and the lady in front of me spilt her drink all over the counter.
Oh, man.
And it was funny. It was I stood there and watched for like 5 minutes while they were both wiping it up and both apologizing. And I'm just like, but you're the one that spilt it. Why is she apologizing? I'm sorry for buying this coffee today that you spilled.
So you didn't help?
What can I do? I had a white sweatshirt on. What if I go over and mop it up? I looked for napkins. I couldn't even find napkins in the gas station.
That's not good. It's actually pretty funny. I've spilled coffee before. Usually when I spill coffee, I have a lid. If I don't have a lid on it, I don't spill it.
Well, there was a lid on it, but it spilt over, and the lid kind of came ajar in the bottom, and it just kind of went. Yeah.
Boom, it went. So
the lid maybe it was a defective lid. I don't know.
Okay. So I'm trying to get hold of Tony here, see if she wants to hop on, just to see. But she hasn't looked at her texts yet. So. She used to be my HR assistant back in the day. So
I seen it with the eye too, and I should have known. I mean, that was. Yeah. So what happens when we don't prep for the show.
So I said, "Hey, you're doing pretty good, Tony." She's like, "Yeah, I just picked all the higher seeds. I had it pick it for me." So she did the AI pick. Oh. And so
I did that on one of mine, and I switched like 10 of them. So it's really not
okay. Yeah. So I just did just kind of went with what I thought. And I went all number ones in the end. So hopefully I make it.
You have all number ones in there?
I believe so. Yeah. I think so the guys that took Iowa State. Which one of your sons took Iowa State? Was it Jacob or Josh?
Josh is in there. Yeah. Jacob didn't get in.
He did. Okay.
I think he might have been one of the 10
that forgot to hit submit.
Yeah.
Did Gabby get in? I didn't see hers either.
Gabby called me at noon and says, "Hey, I went into your pool." I'm like, sorry. It was 2 hours ago. Yeah. There's a thing called deadlines that we go by here at the Nova Score.
So when you're a college kid, deadlines don't mean
I know they don't care. Well, Josh was like in the top 5 all weekend, and I see he dropped to 18th.
Yeah, he's done.
And also the head coach for the girls' basketball team was number 1 all weekend, and I see he's in 19th, so something must have happened.
Well, who did he pick to win it? Who was that?
He's got Auburn winning it,
yeah.
But his South is like shot. His Midwest is shot, but he has picked one wrong in the East. He has one game wrong in the East.
Where am I at? I think in the East is where I'm like,
You are number 2. You have also one wrong in the East.
Yeah.
2 wrong in the Midwest.
And I think
East is Duke, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Duke, and you got Duke coming out of there.
Yeah, and I think the South is where I really went south.
See, where I'm going to take over is, let's see here.
Yeah, it ain't happening, brother.
You have Houston. I have Kentucky coming out of there.
I don't think I even have Kentucky coming out of there. I don't even have Kentucky winning against St. John's, I think. Don't I have St. John's beating them?
You have Tennessee beating.
Oh, yeah, Tennessee. I keep thinking Patino. I got to get Patino out of my mind. So. Yeah, I watched a little bit. I didn't watch a whole lot this weekend. So
I didn't watch barely any. Sunday, I went to a baby shower. And,
wow.
So I got there, found out, well, my dad came down and he said, "We're the only guys here. We're going to Wild Wings." So we went to Wild Wings, and took my nephew out, and then Josh met us, and then we went back just in time to fold up the chairs and the tables and take. It was in Bismarck, and it was on a 3rd story, no elevator. It's like top of the steps, a lot of steps. So we took all the baby gifts down in like 2 trips. I mean, it was pretty impressive the way we took all the gifts down. But
they didn't have a window or a deck you could just throw it over and have
no.
catch them.
From a distance when you drove up, you're just kind of like, that's where it's at, huh? Might have to do a little refurb in the outside of the building. But.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So what did I do? I didn't really do anything. It was pretty low key weekend here. Becky had to work, so I just hung around the house. Yeah.
Saturday I built a wall with my son.
Oh, that's good. And then you sent me a picture of you and Izzy, and you got like a pigeon on your head or something like that.
That would be a pheasant, Chad. Out here in North Dakota, they call them pheasants.
Yeah. They call them pheasants in North Dakota. Okay.
Not peasants.
It doesn't look like a really good pheasant.
Well, it's on the Enchanted Highway, so it's like a sculpture.
Right, now that
it's a metal sculpture. And now you froze up. So but now you're good. Are you good?
Did I? No, I can hear you fine.
Okay. Yeah, well, you froze up.
Fine. Yeah.
You were like this here, and you were there for
okay.
But hey, we're 5% to our goal. So
anyways.
Up in the left corner.
There you go. Hey, so we were talking, and I don't know, maybe people that are listening on Twitter or X and Facebook and all that, has anyone else got the toll booth text like, hey, you better pay this up right now? So how many did you get?
I got a ton of them. My wife got them. My daughters have both gotten them. And then they started going from just regular tolls to, hey, you just went through a North Dakota toll. Well, there's no toll roads in North Dakota. So that's kind of a red flag. But it was weird because I went to the mail on Saturday.
It goes again.
And there was actually big envelope, toll fee, all this to open it up. My wife and them went through a toll bridge or a toll road down in Denver, $4.30. So they owe that. So
when was she in Denver? Just recently or what?
It'd have been the first part of February.
Okay.
So yeah.
Are you looking it up right now? Tell her, say Cheryl, pay that stuff off.
No, I'm looking to see if I brought it to work with me because
okay.
Just so people know it's just what they look like. I think the ones that they send in the mail are legit.
What I would think so.
But the texting ones, not so
the texting ones, no. So instantly I put my account information in there, and then I said, hey, if you need my social security number, here it is.
Did they reply?
I did not do that. I
didn't bring it.
I don't mess with the texts. But like, remember when we first started our Facebook page and we had all those guys trying to help us out? Hey, we can support your podcast. And I'm like, okay. God, yeah. I'm like, that's great. Pay us $500 and we'll let you. And
yeah, they didn't go for that. Never did get any money out of that.
We never heard back from them. I don't know why. So, yeah, NCAA, it is what it is. It'll get more interesting down the road here, and we'll see what's going on. I see that Dodgers are 2-0 in defense of their World Season championship.
Yeah, they started the regular season last week.
Yes.
And now they're taking opening day is officially, even though they're going to be 2-0 and the Cubs are 0-2, things are starting up on Thursday, the 27th. And for many, 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 many years, MLB opening day was always on a Monday.
And you used to take it off.
I always used to take the day off, and my wife was like, are you seriously taking the day off? Yeah. Taking the day off for baseball.
Big American, but now it's
I've never gone to an opening day. I hate to say that live, but one of these days I'm gonna grab the boys and the girls too, probably, and we're gonna go to an opening day somewhere.
Well, you're gonna have to go somewhere warm because the Twins rarely open up around here because it could be 20 degrees.
It's warm, and we could go opening day today in Hettinger, 38 degrees.
That's pretty good. That's about what we are here too. So So there's that. But so now we've talked baseball, yeah. We've talked NCAA, yeah. Let's go back to football where we're really really
Where we really suck at talking.
Well, I said about, if I remember right, it's been about right when free agency started that the Vikings were going to trade for Tyrod Taylor. And I tweeted it out, so I got it, so I can be like super duper cool if it happens. But I like what the proposal I saw today was that we would trade the Jets, the number one, for a couple, like a second round pick and a third round pick in this year's draft. Plus, we would get Tyrod Taylor. I'm like, that's not a bad deal because we don't have a whole lot of picks, second, third, fourth round. So why not do that? And then you get a quarterback that's got some sort of. You don't like that move?
No, I'm just listening to you.
Okay, so they say the draft is so deep. So why wouldn't you entertain it? Would you entertain that as a GM?
Not for Tyrod Taylor, no.
But you're getting a second round pick and a early third round pick, and so I mean you hit on picks 1 through 5. You know,
but realistically, is it that deep of a draft to get rid of what pick are they?
They're 24.
Yeah, they're not going to be much there at 24.
Listen to you. I'm just saying. We both agree the Bears had a pretty good free agent / trades. Vikings have as well. They don't really need a whole lot. They need to get younger in some areas. You know what? I don't know. I don't know what to do.
The only concern,
no,
Tannehill, no. The only concern I have is JJ McCarthy. I've said that to you.
Yeah, I know you have
from day one.
Yep.
I think Aaron Rodgers will be signing with Pittsburgh later on today about 2:00. So we'll broadcast on that later. But
okay,
I think the Vikings not signing Aaron Rodgers, I think, is going to come back and haunt them.
Wow.
I think it is.
Okay.
Because you bring in a veteran. Yeah, he's probably got a little bit of cancer cells around him. But for the most part, man, you're bringing in a veteran. You're bringing a guy that can sling it. You've said it. Look at the year he had last year on a New York Jet team. That was
I agree. I mean, I would have been like, I don't want him, but had he become a Viking, I would have said, well, welcome to the team and let's go win.
Because I believe this all swarmed around the Brett Favre thing too. Everybody's like, we don't want Brett Favre.
Yeah.
And then he walked into the building. Then all of a sudden he went 1-0. He's like, hey, this guy's a winner.
Yeah.
Till he threw the interception in the NFC Championship game. And then all of a sudden it was.
Don't bring that up. That gets you blocked. Can't believe he blocked me over that.
Brett. Yeah, let's talk on that a little bit. So Chad started making comments. I don't know if you were you following Brett?
I follow. Yeah, I follow him. Yep.
Okay.
I follow Bert.
You did follow him. He did follow Brett Favre.
Yep. Had some funny things to say. So then he said something about, I don't have time to look at all 70,000 files from the JFK released files. So what happened? And I put, you threw an interception.
Yeah, that was to me. I got a little chuckle out of it.
There's been many likes to it. I'm still getting likes to it to this day, but
but now you've blocked me. Yeah.
So Bert, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I made fun of you. You were an okay quarterback when you were with the Vikings. You were a great quarterback when you were with the Packers. You sucked at the Jets, but hey, forgive me. Please unblock me, please, because I like to read about how much trouble he was in when he got caught up into that money scam down in Louisiana.
Didn't he send some pictures somewhere too?
Well, he did that too, but
he did that, and didn't he lay down for Lawrence Taylor too?
No, he laid down for Michael Strahan.
Oh, Michael Strahan, yeah. So and then Mark Gastineau took care of the little business, and that was that's got to be one of my hilarious videos I've ever seen where Brett's walking up like he's like, hey, good to see you, Mark. And Mark's like,
what's going, buddy?
I want my sack back.
Yeah.
Brett's like, and you just see his face go from, hey, I'm to,
yeah.
What do you mean you want your sack back? Are you serious?
Yeah. So So I found it funny that a guy that's made how many more millions of dollars than I'll ever see in my entire life got upset over one stupid little comment from a podcast.
Is
guy.
it Brett Favre on his Twitter?
Well, I don't know. It's got to be somebody's. Who would it be? His publicist? I mean,
maybe Brett probably has time to just sit on X.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's not doing much more nowadays. So I don't know. So
and Brett, you're always welcome on the program there.
Yep. We'll waive your fee. You can come on for free.
Yep.
And I will apologize to you in person.
So is Tony not coming on today?
I don't think she is. And she's probably working, would be my guess.
That's what we're supposed to be doing.
Well, kind of.
Oh, we are working. Wait.
I was here early this morning. I'm working. I'll work more. All that sort of stuff. So
yeah, Chad
so
didn't pay his light bill. So
no, gosh, I got a filing cabinet in here that got moved, and so I think that's what's making my light shut off.
Oh, it's in front of the sensor. I got
yes, I have a sensor in here, so it's not like I'm not working.
So when you are napping, you gotta like move every once in a while.
Yeah. Well, I got the door shut right now, so yeah. So I don't know.
That sounds like my ring. Is that like a universal ringtone?
Yeah, it could be. I don't know what's up. They're calling, so I'm just gonna let it roll. Let it ride.
You can like hit the side button and it'll shut off. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
First day with the new phone. I get it.
I didn't think I had the volume on, but I guess I do.
Yeah, just do that in church.
Yeah.
You know, that's a funny thing. The last couple times we've gone to church, I've had my cell phone in my pocket. Always make sure it's on vibrate.
Yep.
Nobody sends me anything all morning.
Right.
I sit down on the bench where and it's like resting on the wood part of it. Yes. Not like I jump up and everybody looks at me. I'm like, oh God. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll be good now. Like the one time I had like in a group chat, there's like 15 texts that rolled through. I'm sitting on one cheek so it doesn't vibrate and I'm like, really, guys?
They're probably thinking you're doing a one cheek squeak at church, and they're praying for you that
I tell you
that there's no extra curricular activity going on in your shorts.
So are we? So Aaron Rodgers is going to sign with Pittsburgh later on today, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll be today. They said he's going to take his time.
Oh God, yeah. I would if I'm him. I mean, why not string it out till after the draft?
Right.
So they have no idea is he waiting for the 15th season of Survivor to start?
That could be. That could be.
I mean, I don't know. You ever wonder? I just seen this text on here. DJ Reed. He just put on here. I wonder what dogs be thinking throughout the day.
I don't know.
And also trending on X, Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson was using his former quarterback Sam Darnold while playing Madden yesterday.
Ooh.
But JJ don't care who's throwing him the ball. Boy.
He doesn't.
No. Yeah, he should.
He doesn't. Well, let's look at the Vikings, who they lost via free agent.
I don't care who they lost.
You tell me.
So I'm looking at videos on X. They're pumping up JJ McCarthy. I get that. Okay.
Right.
They pumped up Caleb Williams with his 15 videos that are replaying over and over and over and over. JJ McCarthy has this one video that I keep seeing over and over where they did the old toss and he threw it back to McCarthy, and he did the old Brett Favre throw it up for grabs, and the wide receiver was wide open. Could he make that play again? Who knows?
Right.
Trust me. When you call Aaron Rodgers, you can't call Aaron. Listen now, you can't call Aaron Rodgers a Hail Mary king. There's no such thing. Hail Mary is a luck play. Yeah, it's a luck play, and yeah, he's had a couple catches in the end zone by his wide receivers on Hail Marys. But
I agree.
Does it make him the king of the Hail Mary? I don't think it does. And I admit, Caleb Williams had some lucky plays during the year. JJ McCarthy as well. But
it's I don't know. So you said earlier, and I wanted to get back to this. The Vikings are gonna be sorry they didn't sign Aaron Rodgers. So are you saying that he's going to take the Steelers to the Super Bowl if he signs with them? Or are you saying that the Vikings aren't going to win as much? Or are you saying that with Rodgers they could be a Super Bowl?
I think
you
with
never said
Rodgers-
this before. You never said this before because you were like worried that they were going to sign him.
yes, I was worried that the Vikings were going to sign Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
I was. Rodgers would make them definitely a deep into the playoffs football team.
Okay.
NFC Championship, or do they pull the Detroit Lions? I don't know. Are they the one seed? It's going to be a test this year because of the schedule.
Right. So I sent you that thing. I think I texted to you that power rankings of the NFC.
Yep.
Do you believe that one where they had the Bears 5? Do you think the Bears are up that high? I would say they're in the top 10. They got the Vikings at 10. I mean,
they got the Vikings at 10. They have the Packers at 7, and I'm like, no, I would put Vikings. I think I retweeted. I put the Vikings 3,
so
above the Lions. If the Lions are right there, everybody in the NFC North is going to be above.
Okay.
The Lions.
So,
I would say Minnesota could be a top 3. Now the Giants got Jameis Winston, so look out over in New York.
I think they could be too. I think they are. Ooh boy! So here's what the way too early NFC power rankings: Eagles, Commanders, Lions. I don't have any qualms with that. The Rams, I can see the Rams being there. I'm okay with that. I would put the Vikings 5.
I just don't see Detroit up there.
Packers,
I really don't.
6.
No.
You don't? Okay. And is that because of your hate for Detroit, or is it just because of all the things that they've lost?
I don't think Goff is gonna. I don't think Goff will have the year that he had.
He's going to have a rebound year. He's going to have a rebound
year. And believe it or not, offensive and defensive coordinators they're a big part of a team. And when you take 2 coaches of that caliber out of a system that I'm not sold on.
They lost both.
Yeah, and I'm not sold on Dan Gamble being an elite coach. I really don't. I mean, watching his games, an elite coach does not go for it on 4th and 3 from his own 35-yard line in a big game.
Right.
You just don't. I mean,
but if he makes it, then everybody's like, oh, he's got the big onions,
I think with the coaching losses, I think with Goff will come back down. I don't think Goff will have the year that he has. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's freaking out about the Bears and Vikings signing all these players. So
got him beating them in March already inside.
Yeah, his head is elsewhere.
Okay, so let's start from the bottom. So 16, the Giants. With Winston signing, does that move them up?
No, they don't have much for running game or.
Okay. 15, they got the Saints. You got to go?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. People looking at you through the window.
He's in there. They're looking at the watch like, I don't care what time it is.
Yeah.
I really
You're
don't.
supposed to say like 10 minutes or something.
I did, and then he went 10. We'll do 10.
There you go. So we can do that. Saints, kind of out there, new coach, all that stuff. Who knows?
Saints could be 16.
They could be okay. Falcons. You think Falcons? Do you think Kirk Cousins? Is there a world that you live in that Kirk Cousins could be traded back?
I don't know. Didn't Chad Decker say something about Kirk Cousins coming back to Minnesota?
No, I said, is it too soon to start the Kirk Cousins back to Minnesota? Cardinals. They were in it for a while last year.
Yeah,
they're so
Cardinals are the Cardinals. Yeah.
Here's one the Cowboys are 11. Cowboys are a good team. They're a sneaky team. I don't know if they're at 11. Then they got the Vikings 10 and the Seahawks 9. So
I would move Vikings and Seahawks probably. Well, not Seahawks. Vikings would definitely move up. Seahawks will be decent.
They got 49ers 7th. They've lost a lot of players.
I don't think 49ers are up there. They've traded their team away. It's not like they're losing. I mean, it's just.
And then the Buccaneers with Baker Mayfield. I could see Buccaneers probably top 6.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we'll do that on our next one. We'll kind of rate. Maybe after the draft, we'll see where everybody's at.
Yeah, I don't see the Bears up in the top 4 where they have them.
They got them 5th. Do you see them top 5? I mean, defensively wise, they could be top 5.
Yeah,
right?
I'd like to be. I wouldn't mind a 7 seed, knocking off the number 2 seed Vikings. You know,
I don't know, man. How about Washington? What are they? Are they legit now? No, they got a rookie quarterback. Are they legit next year? Are they going to go and do what they did
now,
last
isn't
year?
he?
Well, yeah. Or is he going to have that? Is he going to have that sophomore slump? What's he going to do? It's Caleb.
There's a lot of teams there's a lot of teams out there that, you know, and it's maybe because we focus on the NFC North, but when you see the power rankings, you see the Vikings 10th, and we're just like, what are we not seeing here that the rest of these sports reporters and all that are seeing? Why do they have the Vikings at 10? Is it because of the quarterback? Is it because of Aaron Jones?
This is FanDuel. This is FanDuel Sportsbook, so that's the betting site, right?
Yeah.
So do you think are they trying to get people to bet money on the Vikings to get more money and say, oh, they'll be better than 10th or whatever? I don't know. Can you bet on where everybody lands?
I would think though with the Vikings, I don't know what I think their odds were like 20-1 or whatever it was to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that would be a team where I'd put money on because they could be a team that could win it. And that's a team that could kill Vegas come February.
Okay.
So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
So they always say, and the experts always say, there's 5 teams that could legitimately come out and win the Super Bowl. Are the Bears one of them this year?
Nah, not this year. I looked at the
Vikings one this year.
They did show all the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The Vikings could.
Could the Packers?
No.
Lions?
I don't think so. No. I gotta stick with my guns with that one. I can't wish-wash back and forth. But they did have the next 60 or the next 80 winners of the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, somebody did an AI thing.
Yeah.
Vikings in 2042, baby.
Yeah, the Bears are 2065, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna be like 92 years old when they.
Close.
But I think the Monarchs, whoever the Monarchs are,
well, somebody just put on their "What's the purpose of this channel?"
for you to listen to.
Yeah.
And I love these with the Chinese lettering and the.
Yeah, is that high five?
Yeah, it's a block.
Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna get rid of them? Did you get rid of them?
I didn't get rid of them. No.
Oh, okay. You want to put the user in the timeout. The purpose of this channel, whatever your name is to talk sports, and we talk NFC North football. You know, so I don't know if you're listening or what, but did you reply back to him?
I was going to. Any sports questions? Maybe he's not a sports guy.
And he might not know. Or
I mean, we're just a couple 50-year-olds with a podcast.
he could be a she too. We don't know.
Says JoJo from Detroit.
Yeah, could be
making hair joke, waiting for the hair joke to come out.
Yeah, there you go.
He's the one that called that one out right away.
Mm-hmm. That happens. So
no, we just come here to take up our time and use up our valuable life minutes.
Yes. We've been good friends for many, many years, and so why not talk about stuff we like to talk about?
Yeah, we figure if Rosie O'Donnell can be on TV and podcast,
yeah.
Why not us?
Where did she move to again?
Ireland. She was getting interviewed by a Irish guy. You could tell.
Is that what it was? Okay, I saw her on TV this morning, and I'm like, go.
And Ellen DeGeneres, she's leaving now.
Is she? Okay.
And then I seen a picture of there was a younger gentleman walking through the airport, videoing the whole thing, leaving the United States, leaving it, just documenting his whole story. Good for you, buddy.
Good, you go get it.
Stand up for what you believe.
Yeah, I would like to go to Ireland. I don't want to live there, but I would go there.
What would you do if you went to Ireland and you sat down at an Irish pub and Rosie O'Donnell came up to you and said, "Hey, how are you doing? You look like you're from the United States."
Oh, I would.
What brings you here?
Yeah, I'd talk to her. You what?
I'm not saying I wouldn't talk to her. What would you say to her?
Oh, probably just like, where's a good place to get some fish and chips? No, I don't know.
Would
I
you
don't-
would you put a mega hat on?
Probably, if I had one.
Yeah.
And then that would be the end of the conversation, because then she'd be like, well, I'm out of here. I mean, I don't agree with her views. That doesn't mean I don't like her as a person. I mean, I've never met her. But just because you have a different opinion from me, Nolan, doesn't mean I don't like you. If you're going to ram things down my throat and say, this is, and then it's, well, that's a different story. You know, I don't, you're you, I'm me, she's her. Be who you are and just let it ride, you know?
Yeah, let it ride.
Yeah.
Like in Wild Hogs.
Yeah. So I don't really care. I just take care of Becky and the kids. And if you needed something, I'd do my damnedest to get it for you, buddy. You know,
Yep.
If you needed help, I would be there. I would be there if you needed it.
All
People
right.
that I know, if they needed it, I would be there.
Damn straight.
You better feed me some beer when I get there.
Have beer and some steak.
Yeah, get a little steak going on. Got a little good steak going on. So
Now we'll get some sirloin tips and we'll
there you
some
go.
garlic parmesan shrimp and steak would be good.
Yeah.
Not that I'm throwing any hints out for June, but that would that would taste pretty
Well,
good.
you'll be all right. You'll be all right when you guys.
I'll be
come.
all right.
Well, we got. I've been talking with the butcher already,
Oh,
so we're doing
have you
doing
been-
two.
have you been stopping by the local pasture, giving them a pat on the head?
Say,
Keep
come
on growing, boy.
get your ass growing, Bessie. Let's go.
You got till May 25th, and then we're
Yeah.
done.
No, no, I don't know. We'll figure something out. We're excited. So we're doing it 2 weekends in a row. We're doing one on the 31st.
Yeah,
You guys are going to be out in Wyoming.
yeah, we're going.
and then
We're going
you're-
opposite way.
Yeah, and then you're coming out on the 7th. So yeah, we'll have a good time.
Yeah, then I'll need some money by the time I get out to Rochester, so I might apply for the DoorDash app. And just,
Okay.
where's Nolan at? Oh, he's out DoorDashing,
He's out DoorDashing. You can
trying to
quite a
get gas money to come home.
bit. Yeah, yeah. We'll get you home, buddy. We'll get you home. So, all right. Well, I gotta get ready for a meeting here at 11, and you got that guy waiting outside. So,
Yep.
We going Friday? Can you go Friday? What do you
I
got
think I
going
can
on?
go Friday. I think we can go Friday.
Are you back in the school systems again? Are you? or
We'll
what do you-
prep a little bit. I
Yeah.
was Thursday and Friday. I was in there, but I
What's
got
that?
baseball. First week of practice is already in the books, so we're back in the practice. It's gonna be a nice week this week. Got 70s, I think, on Thursday. 74,
We're not getting up that high, but
aren't you?
no, we're like the 50s. That's okay though. We can take it.
There you go.